In this animation, I'll discuss what is a life structure and how does it change. According to Daniel Levinson, a life structure represents a different approach to adult development, which basically means acting your age. Now, who is Daniel Levinson? Daniel Levinson is a Yale graduate psychologist that created a theory about adult development. Levinson theorized that each of these periods presents adults with new developmental tasks and conflicts, which is why throughout our adult lives we find ourselves reevaluating our positions, goals, and even levels of accomplishment in our life, all the while making adjustments to meet our personal and societal standards. Levinson organizes the transition of these periods into 3 phases: the novice phase, the mid-era phase, and the culmination phase. The novice phase is when you realize something has to change. You just cannot get away with doing the things you used to anymore. The mid-era phase is when you initiate or implement the change. You are trying to be the best you can be in your new role. The culmination phase is when you have officially adjusted and are operating normally within the change. You are comfortable and stable with the new normal. For example, let's follow Vince through his changes of his life structures from early adulthood to middle adulthood. Meet 18-year-old Vince. He has just graduated high school, and along with all of the other graduates of his class, they are setting goals on what college to attend and what to study in their major. With continuing on to higher education, Vince has to separate from mom and dad to go off to college. Vince has just entered the novice phase of early adult transition. He is no longer at home with mom and dad, so there is a requirement of some degree of independence. But by sophomore year, Vince has this transition through mid-era and culmination, which we will look at in more detail throughout Vince's other stages. By the time Vince graduates from college, he would experience another novice phase requiring full independence from his mom and dad because he's no longer a student, but now a full-grown independent man. Now that the burden of studying and the college party years are over, it's time for Vince to graduate with his MBA in accounting, with his CPA certification, and realizes it's time to settle down and decide on a career and start building his family. Vince has decided on a career as an auditor with Bell & Associates and married his longtime pregnant girlfriend, which they now have 3 kids, bought a home in a nice, quiet suburban neighborhood, and things are going just fine. Vince has found stability again and enters the culmination phase. Then all of a sudden, Vince starts feeling the signs of aging. He realized he's not as quick as he used to be, and time is starting to move a little faster and faster. He realizes that he has to come up with a plan for his family, which now includes high school age children that will be going off to college soon, and now he's back to the novice phase. By age 50, Vince has sent the last child off to school and is trying to figure out what to do with all the extra space around the house. So he starts a hobby during his spare time until he realizes, hey, I can do this forever. I should just retire and have fun again. But it doesn't end there. This will continue to happen as long as there is life and a will to live. Levinson states that as long as life continues, no period marks the end of the opportunities and the burdens of further development. Now you have been through Vince's entire life in the early adulthood to mid-adulthood life transitions.
Created using Powtoon.